Now I know the phrase ritual and spiritual together in one sentence is a paradox. Spirituality by definition is about characteristics, or as it is referred in the scriptures as tattvas. Ritualism has no role there. But to get on a path of spirituality, it is key to have a discipline. Particularly for the busy individual, there has to be a practical and simple way, and that discipline is what I'm calling as ritual. That's what I'm going to cover in this 3-part video. One more thing, while clearly an individual having some connection or a background to Hinduism will find it easy to relate to what I'm saying, at the same time, this video and the next 3 videos have applicability across any religion. I think the broader applicability is important, given that many of the current generation individuals are so busy in their daily lives. And even if they are of a Hindu origin, will find it challenging to follow and make time to the traditional orthodox modes of discipline. Hence, more the reason to have a very simple approach to approach your daily spiritual life. I'm going to provide a simple 5-step discipline. This simple 5-step discipline is also called as Panchakalakriya, meaning a 5-step discipline that segments the entire day from waking up in the morning to resting at night into 5 parts. The origins of this 5-step came from one of the later scriptures and not necessarily the Gita or the Upanishads. Having said, it borrowed the learnings of the Gita and the Upanishad and put them in a structure and a framework. Let's go over the 5 steps. First step is called abhigamana. Second is called upadana. Third is ijya. Fourth is swadhyaya. Fifth is yoga dhyana. Do not get overwhelmed by these terms. I will make them and convey that to you in a practical sense. Precisely the reason why I think instead of having a lengthy video, I'm better off doing 3 to 4 short ones to describe these 5 steps. Let's look at the first step now, also called abhigamana. Abhigamana means approaching, cleansing by approaching near. But approaching near to what? It is approaching near to our true self or a deity or a god or just overall divinity. It's a cleansing of your own internal temple or this body through framing your mind and preparing it to take on the variations of the day. And this process starts with the moment you wake up. Each day brings a wave of hope and an opportunity to lead a purposeful life. The day presents an opportunity to press the reset button on all the undesirable things of the past. It's an opportunity to build our strengths for a peaceful present. The wakeful life blooms in this physical body each morning. The Upanishads call this wakeful state as taijasa, a conscious life filled with light. We should wake up each morning with an attitude of gratitude, confidence, and faith. Now, I'm going to give you 5 ways of waking up from bed each morning with an attitude of confidence and not fear or superstition. You can act on any one of these 5 ways first thing in the morning while you're still in bed, even before you keep your feet on the ground. Let's look at the first way. Look at your palms in the morning and just utter a simple phrase, Om Tat Sat. I'm going to do an entire video on Om Tat Sat. But for now, just remember the simple meaning of that statement is the divinity which is everywhere and including in me. I am in it and it's in me. The second way, if you really want to engage in a bit more mantra chanting when you wake up, then you could say Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamadhye Vijnana Karamule Govinda Prabhate Karadarshanam. This means at the top of my palm dwells auspiciousness, attributes represented in the form of Mother Lakshmi. In the middle, to dwells intelligent knowledge or vijnana. And sustaining this entire universe, and at the bottom of my palm is the supreme Govinda, also called Krishna or Narayana. When all the qualities and auspicious are within me, or Karadarshanam, why should I fear? Let me wake up with faith and confidence is the second way. Third way, we keep it very simple when you wake up. All you have to do is utter a simple mantra, Om Kleem Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jana Vallabhaya. This means I offer oblations onto the supreme energy called Krishna that is always there for me to tap into and connect. The fourth way again is very simple. You visualize the image of your choicest deity. Visualize it internally and not by looking at your phone or an external picture. Why internal? Because we are developing the internal muscle of worship and making you strong with confidence. And not have you cling to an external image that you become dependent on. Because if you become dependent on an external image or an object, then without that you become weak or feel a gap. From a personal standpoint, I'm also not in favor of having external images or pictures scattered everywhere on the walls, particularly in the bedrooms. To me, if there is a picture of a deity, then it is better suited in a place where it gets the respect and the cleanliness and the attention, usually the puja room, and you instill faith in it. I've done a whole video on the puja room that you can check it out. I'm giving a link to that video in the description below. Now lastly, the fifth way when you wake up that you can connect to divinity is to visualize the picture or face of your parents. Whether you like your parents or not, whether you hate them, have a strong or weak relationship, recognize that they were instrumental in you being in this body and allowing you to experience divinity. The 5 simple ways to connect to divinity is what you would do first thing in the morning. And this should take you hardly a few seconds. The key here is commitment. Once you are done with this mental act of cleansing and connecting with the divine, then you take a few minutes to stretch your body while you're still in bed. You express gratitude to the body for supporting you to execute a purposeful life. The best is to do it through a simple thank you. And before you get off the bed, take a moment to remember your loved ones and let that bring a smile to your face. Your loved ones remain with you through the best and the worst of your life's journey. After you express gratitude, now you can get off the bed and go ahead with the physical cleansing of your body or your daily morning ablutions. That is the first step, or abhigamana, approaching near to your own self, near to connecting to the deity, near to connecting to the divine. This is the first step of the Panchakalakriya, or the 5-step discipline that segments the day into 5 different distinct divisions. In my next video, I'm going to cover the second step that we would undertake after you're done with the process of abhigamana or cleansing, the mental connecting and the physical cleansing. And the second step is called upadana, meaning preparing and getting ready for the different variations of the day. I'll cover that in the next video. Till then, do not procrastinate. Why not get started with this first step of the 5-step simple ritual, spiritual ritual, or the Panchakalakriya? Do it with commitment. You can get started as early as tomorrow morning and get going with that. And see the difference it's going to make in your life. You will not be disappointed. Stay blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.